You told me I could trust you, don't die. I can really use it.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the one and only Mimi here. If you're new here, make sure you go ahead and click that red subscribe button to join my squad. So let's go ahead and get right with this video. So this is another client horror story. I'm not a bit MIA girl. We ain't even gonna discuss that, all right? That's why you should follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm always on there if I'm not on here. So it had to happen like a while back when I was still a baby stylist. I still kind of consider myself as a baby stylist. I just know a lot more things now, and I'm like sticking to my policies now, you know. It just is what it is. But this really happened when I was a baby stylist, and this girl, she finds me off of StyleSeat. You guys know I have a lot of horror stories around StyleSeat. I really don't know like if it really like be attracting the crazies or not. Like, I don't know. Like, do I still use StyleSeat? Yes, I use StyleSeat, but it's not my major booking site. Like, if I get people from there, it's like literally just to get new people. I still have my regulars, and I'm grateful to have regulars now that love me and support me, and like my clients are the best, yo. Like, they're really dope. I really love them. She finds me on StyleSeat and she wants to book a hair install. So I'm like, cool, like let's do it. Not a hair install, a wig install. And I'm like, cool, let's do it. I love doing wigs, you know. I love doing everything. Like, I love hair. Like, it's my passion. I really love it. So she's like, okay. So she messages me and asks if I can do this and that and other. Now that really be giving me like a pet peeve of mine, because it's like, but I understand why, like on a client standpoint, you want to make sure that your stylist knows what she's doing, and you want to make sure that, you know, this is like, if you want this, that you're gonna get that in the outcome. I completely understand, but it's a pet peeve on my standpoint, because I understand, like, from what of my understanding and what I've known now, like people be like questioning you because like that's what they have to do, because they be going to people who are not licensed. I'm fully licensed, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I went to school for this, took more classes for this, did research, personal experience, you know. I have all this knowledge, so I'm pretty sure that I can execute what you're looking for. But you know, go ahead, ask me a question. I'm glad to answer it for you. Like, you could play 101 questions and I'm gonna play right back. Like, everybody always be apologizing for asking me questions. I'm like, ask me questions. It helps me and you understand each other a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But it be like the ones that be kind of like doubting you if you know what you're doing or not. That's a pet peeve for me, because it's like, damn, you already don't believe in me, so why are you trying to book with me? So, you know, she's asking if I do X, Y, and Z, if I work over other stylists' work. Now, I have a love-and-hate relationship with working over other stylists' work, because one, you know, we don't know if that stylist is licensed or not. And you don't have to be licensed to do a wig install. At least for in my state, you don't. But I say it's a love-and-hate relationship because, one, like I said, you don't know if the stylist is licensed or not. So you don't know if she, like, what she or he may know, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might know something that you might not know. You might know something they might not know. You know, you just never know what, because everybody has their own way of working, own way of doing things. So you just may not know what it is. Now for me, I say, because, you know, say, you know, a person, stylist cuts the lace off, and, you know, they cut off too much lace. So you go back in to apply that lace, and say you might have to cut some lace off, but you don't have enough lace to cut off. So it's like, what do you do? Like, you know, you just cutting into that hairline at that point, or like, it's, you know, it's not gonna lay how you want it to lay, and then it doesn't look like your other work. But I let her know that yes, I do work over other stylists' work. I do prefer, you know, to work on a new lace, new wig, but it's not a requirement. But to please send me a picture of your wig, just so I can know, you know what I'm saying, so I can like mentally prepare myself and do everything that I need to do. Like, I like to prepare as much as possible before my appointments, as much as possible if I can, just so everything can move not slowly, move quickly, move smoothly. You know, a lot of people don't realize that, but I do plan ahead for your appointment. So from Tuesday to Friday, we're going back and forth, you know. Like I said, ask me all the questions you want to ask me, I'm gonna answer them like it's nothing. So but she did kind of like start getting like annoyed with me because I wouldn't answer over like a certain time. Like, if I'm with a client, I cannot answer you. I'm so sorry. Like, it's not me being rude, and I always apologize when I know that I take too long or whatever. Like, it's like I tell my clients, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just either with another client, and I can't stop what I'm doing to do your hair. I mean, I can't stop what I'm doing to answer your text message right then and there, because I'm with a client and it's not fair to them. It's wasting their time, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I operate like this. If my hours are from 10 to 5:30, that's what my hours are. I'm not answering no questions before 10 a.m. and I'm not answering no questions after 5:30 p.m. because that's my business hours, you know what I'm saying? I think people forget that hairstylists or beauty people who provide a beauty service are people too, and like we have a life, we have an at-home life, and we want to, you know, be with our family, and we want to just shut down for the day, you know, so we can prepare for the next day. People forget that, like, we're human, okay? Boundaries, respect them, stick to them, and don't feel bad for having boundaries, because I used to feel bad for having boundaries, but it's boundaries for a reason. As much as I can, and I do it. So Friday comes, you know, she was 30 minutes late, and back then I didn't have a policy. I just had 15-minute grace period. I didn't have like no fees for people being late or nothing like that. Like, I literally would wait. The longest I've ever waited for somebody was an hour, and if you guys didn't see that video, go ahead and check for that video. 30 minutes late, and she was saying how she was here, but she kept saying she was here 30 minutes ago, and I'm like, being here in my chair and being here in the parking garage is not being here. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, you can text me you're here all you want, trying to find parking all you want, but if you're not in that seat, you're still going to get charged that fee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be in a seat so I can be ready to go, because now you're making me go behind for my other clients. So she's like, I'm here, I'm just trying to find parking. And I'm like, that's 30 minutes ago, but okay, whatever, I'm going to wait for you. So I let my people know who's after her, I'm going to be late, a little bit late. I always let them know ahead of time before they even come that I'm going to be late. Just so, you know, they don't come and then you're wasting their time or anything like that. You just gotta be thoughtful. I try to be thoughtful, you know. I try to, you know, I look out for everybody. I'm not looking out for myself, I'm looking out for everybody. Comes, and then I'm doing her hair, you know. She's asking, oh, where do you think I can do this? Can I do this part? Can I do that part? Can I do this hairstyle? Can I do that hairstyle? I'm like, yeah, like, if like, I can look at the lace and see if you can do that hairstyle. So when I'm looking at the lace, like, I'm lifting it up and I see that she has like bald spots in the lace, and I'm like, okay, so I make this to notify her that she has bald spots in her lace. And I'm like, hey, you have bald spots in the lace, so we probably could do a side part, but it's not going to be like a deep side part just because you do have. And it's like, even if I were to spray something over it or cover it, I personally don't like how that looks. Like, it doesn't really look as realistic. So I just let her know that your parting options are going to be a little bit limited. Now it's time to, like, you know, actually apply the lace on her hair. So I like to apply it, you know, a little bit far, like, not on right here, but like a little bit above the natural hairline, just a little bit. Especially if people have like a big forehead like me. I try to still have them have a forehead, but it's not as big, and it's not like, you know, by your eyebrows. You know, I always double check before I put the glue. I'm like, hey, do you like this placement? Do you not like this placement? Is there anything you want me to change before I go ahead and glue it down? Some people be like, no, it's perfect, fine. Some people be like, oh yes, can you actually scoot it a little bit up more, or can you scoot it a little bit back? So she was like, oh, I want it like back a little bit, don't you think? I'm like, oh, I mean, I think the placement right here fits you best, but if you want me to pull it back a little bit, I can. So she was like, okay, because she already had a big forehead, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, some people want to show off that big forehead, some people don't, and it's whichever you want to do. Like I say, I'm gonna make my recommendations, but it's what the client wants, because at the end of the day, this is your hair. So I'm doing it, and then I'm laying it down, and then she goes, huh, maybe I should have listened to you and pulled it up a little bit. What do you think? And I'm like, well, I can't take it off now. It's pretty much glued onto the hair. I mean, onto your scalp, onto your skin. So I can't really, you know, remove it and redo it. And she was like, yeah, I know. She's like, I just wish I would have told you, whatever. And I was like, I mean, I did tell you. But she was like, well, yeah, you did. But I just didn't know. I just thought that, you know. But she was like, it's fine, you know, it's cool. And then she wanted me to take out her hair, like her hair to blend with the wig, because she said she had like a little hairline. I normally can do that when I feel like I know what a low hairline is. A lot of clients don't know what a low hairline is, and I could have definitely finessed this wig so that I didn't have to have any hair out, which I still did, but she just insisted on me taking some hair out. So I took the hair out, and I'm letting her know that it's not going to last as long just because that hair is out and it's going to lift and do all that. So she was aware well of all that, and she was perfectly fine with it. And she was like, yeah, that's how she normally wears it, and she just wanted to try something different, which is cool. So now I'm going to style her hair. So the wig was like a fake 360 wig, and I don't know if you want to know, if you know what that is, but 360 wig is like lace in the front and lace in the back, and the lace in the back basically mimics the lace in the front. But she was sold this wig as a 360 wig, and it wasn't the same lace in the front as it was in the back. Like, it was literally just lace, but you couldn't really apply it how you would apply it to the front, if that makes sense. So it really wasn't a 360 wig. And so I'm trying to, like, you know, explain that to her. I was like, I can sew it down in the back so that you can pull it up and do what you need to do, but this is not a 360 wig, so I'm not going to apply it as such. And I personally don't do 360 wigs. I personally don't like them. I'm not going to install them. I don't have good experience installing 360 wigs, and I let people know that ahead of time. And there is like a little note section that, you know, you can let me, hey, I got a 360 wig, or like even the messages that we had, you could have said, hey, this is actually a 360 wig. Do you know how to install that? Because don't, you know what I'm saying, don't expect people to know how to do a 360 wig. Do I know how to install a 360 wig? Yes. Is it the best? No. So I'm not gonna put that on your head like that. This is a real 360 wig, in that I literally just cut the lace off and it's, you know, attractive. Like, it's not really 360. So she was like, okay, cool. So I just sewed it down so it could like mimic a 360. Like, I'm always gonna give you options, and I'm always gonna do things to work around what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna leave you astray. So we sew it down, she can pull it all the way up, do whatever she wants to do, and style it. So we decided to do a no part, and we just flip it and do whatever we want. And I was like, wear it down. Like, this wig was so pretty. I'm like, why do you want to put it in a bun for? Like, it's whatever. So I was like, we could put it in a ponytail. We could do it like a real style. We could do a half up, half down. So we did a half up, half down, and it looked bomb. Like, it was so cute, and she just really looked so cute and cute to me. Like, I was obsessed. I was gagging over it. Like, I was so obsessed. Like, a week go by, and when people want me to fix their hair for the free, you have to come back within 2 days, or I can't help you, you know what I'm saying? So she let me know, like, when she was first there, that she was going on a trip. She was going to Puerto Rico. She was going, you know, live it up with her best life. I told her the necessary things that she needed to do to preserve her hair while she's on the trip. I told her what products to bring with her on the trip, how she can maintain her style, how she can maintain the hair on her trip. Okay, I give my clients the full rundown list, what you need to do at home, because I'm not there at home with you. I can't do it for you. So a week later, a day literally before her trip, you know, I wasn't working, but you know, if people need me to come in, I'll come in. It was like 8 p.m. I'm getting my daughter ready for sleep, for bedtime. It's 8 p.m. and she's like, you know, a lot of my clients, they know that I live close to where I work, but it's not that close, okay? And still, I still work on mall hour time. So mall closes at 9. Why are you texting me at 8 p.m.? So she's texting me at 8 p.m. talking about the half up, half down style that you did on the wig. You know, it's cute. But she was like, I think my ponytail is a little bit loose. Can you tighten it up for me? I need any. She was like, I leave for my trip tomorrow at 6 a.m. So anytime tonight would be perfect. Thank you. And I'm just like, mall closes at 9. Just after hours. I wasn't doing nothing at all that day. So I was like, I wish you would have reached out to me earlier that day, because I could have came in, you know, tightened it up, did whatever that I needed to do for you. But I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't live at the shop, you know what I'm saying? I don't drop everything I do, you know what I'm saying, just to be at the shop. Like I said, I'm getting my daughter ready to have a life outside of hair. And a lot of people don't understand that or realize that. That's why I say, like, you know, we're people too. We have outside lives too. So I had to let her know in like the nicest way ever that it's gonna be a no. Like, there's nothing else with it. And I was like, and she was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just try to tighten it myself, you know, it's no big deal. So then why are you telling me to come in at 8 p.m. if it's no big deal? I don't understand. Crying to death, but it's like, come on now, y'all gotta meet me halfway or something. Y'all gotta realize that I got a life outside of this. I got a family outside of this. I got things I gotta do outside of this. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Especially not coming to me a week after, a day before your trip. What? But yeah, I love this client. Like, she's cool. She comes late, 30 minutes, 45 minutes late every time she comes, and she has to pay that fee every time she comes. I don't know. I tell her, like, she's the one who be booking these early morning appointments and then don't come until like an hour later, 35 minutes later, 45 minutes later. I'm like, sis, get it together. Like, what? So yeah, you guys, and I did go on her Instagram page to see her hair, and her hair was perfectly fine. Like, she looked good. Okay, she looked good. So yeah, you guys, that was my client horror story. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, share this video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye.